Hey, what's up? I'm starting my new YouTube page pretty soon. And I just want to sit here and let everybody know what my YouTube page is mostly going to be about. It's just going to be a page about awareness, you know what I'm saying? Basically, just making people aware of all the things that basically we learn, you know what I'm saying, and proving and showing you that stuff is a lie. Like African Americans, one thing about African Americans is 98% of us are actually the original American Indian. But they would like to sit here and tell you that we came over here on slave ships. I've been going to museums since I was a little kid, and I never seen no slave ship. Never seen one. And then things like that, it also make you want to think, how the fuck did you sell from one continent to the other with thousands of slaves and was able to feed them on the fucking ocean? Like, was there enough supplies to even do that? I like to talk about things like that. Things also that's hidden from us, like giants. I like to talk about the Bible. One of my other things I'm going to be bringing up very, very soon is what's going on with hip hop. I'm from New York City. You know what I'm saying? Born and raised in Harlem. You know what I'm saying? Even the Bronx. You can say I was raised in the Bronx too. I know a lot about the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? So hip hop is not what it used to be. And I'm a rapper. Well, I rap. I'm not a rapper, but I rap and I think I make good music. I don't really think it's too many people better than me, but sooner or later I'll be putting my music up on YouTube. But this is really just my first video, and I'm new to YouTube. I'm not usually new to YouTube, but I'm new as far as when it comes to making blogs and making videos and things like that. I'll also be having my kids with me. I like to talk about relationships, the difference between men and women. How to keep a woman, how to get a woman. You know what I'm saying? All the scams the world got going on. And like right now, I'm watching something on Giants. Basically, they saying that it was a whole, like back in the 1800s, there was a whole lot of skeletal remains of giants all over North America and in other continents. You know what I'm saying? And these in the 1800s that they had these in the New York Times and the newspaper saying that they found giant Indian bones that's like 8 feet tall, 9 feet tall, 12 feet tall. And actually in the Bible they talk about things like that. You know what I'm saying? I like to also talk about gang culture. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a lot of things that I'm going to sit here and try to bring to the people. What I want out of this is to actually help wake people up, because we are at a time right now where you can see that our way of life is about to change for the worse. I know it, and I'm not scared to speak out about it. Recently, you know what I'm saying, I basically destroyed myself. Not in a bad sense. Like I did something to basically, you know what I'm saying, really destroy myself. But I'm talking about as far as mentally. I had to deprogram my brain and rewire it to actually see things with more than just my eyes. And I'm at that point right now where I see things way before it happens, even and I could just read between the lines. You understand what I'm saying? people like to sit there and call me weird, or I don't know what I'm talking about, or you're a liar, or you're a conspiracy theorist. So I'm gonna sit here and show people that I'm nothing. I'm not no conspiracy theorist at all. Not no conspiracy theorist. I'm just a seeker of the truth. That's it. That's all I want to do is seek the truth, man, because the only thing in this world that won't change is the truth. Is the truth. The truth will never change. You can't change it even with a million lies. You know what I'm saying? So my name is Eli. You know what I'm saying? You call me Ely Billy, Ely Da Billy. You know, yeah, I'm not Trey, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not no gangbanger going out there shooting and all that. No, I'm a member of this organization so I could try to bring light to the people. So maybe if people could learn how to critically think and see that we've been bamboozled our whole life and that we never had no control over our life since we was born, maybe we could change things and turn this thing around, you know what I'm saying, as far as the New World Order. It's coming, you know, and the only way we can stop it is together. I can't do it by myself. I can't do it by myself. So, you know what I'm saying, shout out to Hassan Campbell, you know what I'm saying, from Bronx River. I fucks with my boy Hassan Campbell. You know, he be really talking some truth. You know, I believe I agree with at least 85% of all the things that Hassan says. You know, he very, very enlightening dude. I never had the chance to meet him, but I would like to. You know, I hit him up on his Instagram, you know what I'm saying? And I had told him that I appreciate the things that he did, you know what I'm saying? But let me just tell you a little bit about me so the people could sit there and, you know, get an understanding exactly who I am. Well, my name is Elias Amos. You know, I was born in Harlem Hospital, you know what I'm saying? I grew up, I guess you could say, in somewhat of a broken home because I was born in 87, Jan Aquarius. I was born in 1987. Me and my mom's actually got the same birthday. You know what I'm saying? She's January 29th, 1961. I'm January 29th, 1987. She passed away while I was still upstate doing my prison time, while at the end of my prison bid. And, you know, our birthday just passed not too long ago, so rest in peace to my mom. She, basically, I grew up in somewhat of a broken home. By the time I was 5, my father left and went to Germany. You know, so my mom's got with my younger sister, Michelle's father. His name is Michael Jackson. Coincidentally, ain't that funny? Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? I love Mike to death. That's like a father figure to me. He helped raise me, you know what I'm saying, when my father wasn't there. And, you know, I grew up basically a good kid, you know what I'm saying? My mom tried to shelter me. I don't think she really wanted me to really get in the streets, but I feel like the more she sheltered me, the more, you know what I'm saying, I started kind of rebelling when I got to that rebellious age, 12, 13 and stuff like that. I went to 3 different high schools. I went to Andrew Jackson, then I transferred out of Taft, got kicked out of Taft, and then went to Independence High School in Manhattan. Taft in the Bronx, Andrew Jackson is in Queens. Those are the 3 high schools I went to. I graduated out of IS-8, you know, while I was living out there in Queens for about 2-3 years, something like that. I got I got really 5 siblings. I have 2 siblings overseas. And I got 3 siblings here. They all sisters. I don't have no brothers.
It's interesting to note that the original name
For the most part, like I said, I was growing up. I was a good kid. I started getting rebellious like around 12, 13, and that's when I started like actually chilling outside in the hood and doing things that, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't actually supposed to be doing. I did a couple. I've been on Rikers Island a few times for drugs, all types of nonsense. You understand what I'm saying? But mostly drugs. I did a 3-year bid upstate, New York State, for robbery. I just came home in 2017, you know, but I got 5 kids, 2 daughters, 3 sons. You know, I got be the best baby mothers. I don't like using that term, but I got 3 of the best baby mothers that anybody can find. So shout out to Zanelle, Ashley, and Rebecca. All my kids, they straight. You know, my favorite color is red. You know what I'm saying? Of course, like the bloodshed. And it was something that actually woke me up. You know, when I was 18, and let me just explain this just a little bit. All right. When I was 18, when I got kicked out of Taft High School and I got transferred to Independence High School in Manhattan, over there by John Jay. I had met this girl from Harlem. She's from 1199. Her name is Shara. Rara. I met her in Independence. You know what I'm saying? That was my true first love right there. You know, she was half Puerto Rican, half Jamaican. So, you know, Rastamans, they're different in their whole thought process. So, I remember me and her was sitting there talking, and she was sitting there telling me about her father, like how she think her father would like me, you know what I'm saying, because the way that I think that I'm so different from everybody else. And I'm sitting there thinking like, you know, maybe he would. But this is what kind of woke me up. I wasn't all the way woke yet, but this is what woke me up. One day, me and her sitting there talking, and we sitting there talking about like conspiracies, this, that, and the third. I didn't really know nothing about conspiracies, but I always, from a child, always thought outside of the box. I always thought about things that other kids would never sit there and think about. You understand what I'm saying? And I always knew I was different. And at the same time, I always knew that something was wrong with the world. I couldn't put my finger on it when I was young, but I always knew something just is not right. And I knew it from a little kid. So one day, like I said, we sitting there and we're talking about like conspiracy stuff. And she asked me, have you ever read this book called Behold the Pale Horse? I'm like, what? No, the fuck is that shit about? Like, what is Behold the Pale Horse about? So she said, you never read that? And she gave me the book. It was her father's book. Her father wound up getting deported back to Jamaica, so she had a very close relationship with him, and that was the only thing that she had left of him, and she gave it to me. And I'm not gonna lie, that kind of made me feel special. I know I was special in her eyes just for her giving me her father's book. You know, that she never got a chance to see again. And she knew he died. He died like a few years after that. So I read the book. And when I read the book, it was just like a paradigm shift in my head. He was so tall. I didn't exactly wake up, but it's like the light is starting to shine through the darkness. Now I'm starting to get a better understanding of things, but I didn't even get that understanding. Like I didn't even really understand the book completely. Mind you, I'm 18 at this time. You know what I'm saying? I'm 18 at this time. This is back in 2000. and 5, shit like that. Like, so now I get with my child's mother, my children's mother. Me and her been together for 9 years. Shout out to Zelly. You know what I'm saying? We was together for 9 years before we broke up. You know what I'm saying? Now we starting to, you know what I'm saying, be on better terms with each other. But besides that, I used to always love going to her house because she used to have computers in her house and all types of electronics. So she had things in her house that I just didn't have. So I used to always find myself going to her house and looking on the internet and just, you know what I'm saying, on YouTube. This is in 2007. This is when I first got a hold of YouTube. So now, one day I'm just sitting on YouTube, just scanning through videos, and something told me to just type in the World Trade Center Twin Towers fall. So I typed it in, and I'm just amazed at how the towers fall, like, because that's something big in my life. Like, September 11th, that's like history. You know what I'm saying? And that's history that I lived through. Like how people in the 40s lived through Pearl Harbor, and that was the big thing. 9/11 was the biggest thing that kind of changed everybody's life that I lived through in my lifetime. And I live in New York City, so you know it hit us extra hard, more than the rest of the country. So I'm sitting there looking at the video, and on YouTube, on the computer on the side, it says related videos. So I go and I'm looking at the related videos so I can see if I can get a different angle of the Twin Towers falling, because I just want to see. So I get the other. I look on the related searches, and I seen a video that said World Trade Center hit by a missile. So I'm like, what? A missile? So I clicks on it. So I don't know what the fuck, but it was just, it just fucked my head up like a missile. And then from there, that's where I started waking up and started doing extensive research on anything that I feel like I needed to know. So I'm at that point right now where I'm old enough, and like I feel like I'm here. My job is to sit here and make the people aware. We don't have that much time, people. We don't have that much time at all, and I'm gonna start this page, this YouTube page, just to make everybody aware of what's going on and let people know all the things that I learned. You understand what I'm saying? All the things that I learned as far as about the government, as far as about the Federal Reserve, the African American, who we really are, who African Americans really are, just anything, just to bring light to the people. That's my job now before I go. You know, I don't know if I don't know if I got a lot more time left on this earth. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure nobody really has that much time unless we make it for ourselves. But yeah, like that was my real awakening. And then from knowing that September 11th was a lie, was a inside job, I found out about other that was the beginning of my cross referencing. And then that's when I started getting books from David Icke, books on the Illuminati, books on the hidden hand, the shadow government, devil, Satan worship, things like that. You know what I'm saying? The real reason for religion. That's where I started. That's when I started waking up and started researching everything. So nobody knows everything there is to know. You probably would never know what everything there is to know. But don't stop searching, man. And always remember, this is my first video. You know, this is my first video. Shout out to me. You know, we're going to try to build this channel up. But I like to sit here and just end this on a good note. You know what I'm saying? I love the people. You know, I love my Indians, American Indians. You know, that's where I'm from. That's what I am. I ain't found out exactly what tribes I'm from yet, or tribes, whatever you want to call it. But I'll find out soon, and when I find out, I'll give everybody I'll teach everybody how to find out their heritage as well. But this is my first video. You know, I don't know how well I did on this video. I guess I don't even want to watch it before I put it on YouTube. I'm gonna let everybody else watch it. So, you know, this is Ely Da Billy. You know what I'm saying? I'm out of here. And always remember, the only thing in this world that never changed is the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? East side.